Hello, everyone. My guest today is Arrigo Lupori. He comes from the world of content marketing and has had many opportunities to write for interesting companies who didn't know how to strategize their content marketing efforts. That's when he decided to make the switch and launch his own company called KoalaRank.com. Arrigo, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Okay, so what is KoalaRank?
So KoalaRank is a content marketing service specifically made for small B2B firms. So mostly SaaS companies and also consulting firms. I personally come from consulting, so I'm more tuned to helping other consultants, but also SaaS companies.
And so how does the product work? If someone's listening right now and they want content marketing help and they sign up for KoalaRank, what are they going to get?
Right. So the idea behind KoalaRank is that you're going to get an all-in-one package, meaning that, sure, you know about the benefits of content marketing. You've heard about it. You've read all the HubSpot posts about it, but you don't really know how to apply it, right? I've seen time and time again, a lot of entrepreneurs trying to do some blog posts, trying to do some little articles here and there, but they don't really know actually what goes on behind it. So what you do is you just click on that button, purchase our all-in-one package. We're going to create the content strategy. We're going to create the editorial calendar. And from there onwards, we're going to produce all the content for you. And we're going to make sure that you get leads from your content. And those are going to be qualified leads. They're going to be pushed directly to your sales team after, they come through, they download a content upgrade or things like that, and they go to your sales.
Is it a software play though, or are you an agency?
No, there's no software, but mostly it's a proprietary process that we've built over time, working with different consultants and different agencies, marketing agencies. So yeah, we help them with the process mostly.
So what do companies pay you per month on average to use the tool or the agency?
So it really depends on how many pieces of content they choose to go for, because the prices depend. So basically you can choose from 2 to 4 at the moment. That we found that those are the numbers that are most relevant for small B2B firms. So
2 to 4 pieces of content per month?
Yeah, but it's not just blog posts. It's actually the whole funnel connected to it. So you actually create lead magnets, so content upgrades, and then you do the whole marketing automation behind, so the funnels and things like that. And what that costs is the baseline is $399 for the base, the setup, and then you pay $900 a month for the base, so 2 pieces of content, and it goes up to $1,800 a month for 4 pieces of content.
Okay, so $900 a month is sort of the starting recurring price.
Right, yeah, correct.
And how many customers do you have paying that?
So right now, we're still a small agency. We have 5 paying customers. Some of them are doing the quarterly. Some of them are doing the monthly. We do have some partnerships right now. So we have a partner that's helping us do some prospecting, and we do the content marketing for them. So we have a little bit of a partnership going on there, but we're still a small agency.
So 5 at $900 a month, you're doing about $5,000 a month right now in revenue?
Right. We have a few clients that have gone for the 4 post option. So actually the Indie Hackers hit page is now updated. So we're doing about $4K a month at the moment.
Okay, got it. Yeah, $4,000
in MRR. Yeah.
$4,000 per month. That's great. And when did you launch the company?
So I launched at the beginning of 2020, so in January.
Okay, and you bootstrapped or raised?
Yeah, it's completely bootstrapped. So I'm the founder. I'm a solo founder, and I had experience working as a freelancer on Fiverr for a long time. And from that experience, basically I gathered a lot of feedback from clients on there, and I decided that Fiverr wasn't the ideal platform for me to continue pursuing this content marketing thing. And so I decided to create my own thing and actually build a website from it.
In your best month on Fiverr, how much money did you make out of curiosity?
On Fiverr, my best month was exactly when I was starting with content marketing, and I got about 3,500 in a month. But it's exactly at that moment where I was switching from content writing to content marketing. And I realized that a lot of the clients that were coming through from Fiverr, because Fiverr has this studio thing that they've released last year, and they've tried onboarding me on that. So basically what that is you can work with other freelancers as a studio lead. So you're kind of a manager. And I tried doing that, but it didn't work for me. So I just couldn't really find a way to collaborate with other freelancers on Fiverr. So I said, let's leave this and use the money that they paid me on that month, so the 3.5K, to actually build my own.
And how many people are on your team today?
We're just 2, so not that many people here, but we actually work with a lot of freelancers at the moment. So we are the thing with KoalaRank is that we're really in that phase where we're trying to ramp up the marketing strategy. So actually, at the moment, we're towards the later parts of that. I'm actually planning a rebranding, and it's coming really soon. Just for the icon, because it's really important that it's consistent across channels, and then from there onwards, we're going to push a big promotion strategy.
Mm-hmm. And how are you getting traffic right now? I mean, when I look you up on Ahrefs, you have some big backlinks on sites like Clutch.co that drive you a lot of traffic. Same with is it ubydots.com as well.
Right.
So what are these tactics?
So basically, UBDots was actually one of the clients that came in from the Fiverr part of things. So basically, they came in, they wanted to do some content writing, but I convinced them to go, there's a bigger part to this, which is content marketing. I educated them a little bit on that. And so basically what that did for me is I actually started guest posting on their website. So they have an Internet of Things analytics platform where I could actually, start my career in content marketing. So I did some guest posts on there. And so that got me backlinked to KoalaRank.com. And then Clutch.co is the directory for marketing agency. It does bring in qualified leads from there as well. And then we've done some blogging. Obviously, we're a content marketing agency, so it's extremely important. And that we have people coming in from there as well. We do have.
But why don't you rank though for more? I mean, your content marketing, you really you rank for one really keyword that drives meaningful traffic, and there's not really any other keywords, and that keyword is blogging dead. I mean, that's where most of your traffic comes from. I don't see really any other strategic blogs that are bringing meaningful traffic. Is that because you're early on, or what's the thinking there?
That's a really good question, and something that I did expect as a question, because yes, it is because we're early on. So basically, as I was building KoalaRank, I was still figuring out the business model. I was still figuring out the targeting and things like that. So basically right now the targeting is small B2B firms, but this is something that came out over time as we were building the website. And those 5 pieces of blog content that you see on the website, yes, they're a bit stuck. Actually, the last one was published at the end of March before the COVID thing. The COVID thing was a big hit for me because it kind of I lost a lot of productivity. So in those 2 months, I wasn't able to keep ramping up the production. But now that we're in the later parts of the rebranding and making sure that we have the messaging platform, we're actually starting. We have the first 2 writers that are writing the first 2 new blog posts for this new targeting.
So what should someone be willing to pay for, like, if they wanted to write an equivalent blog like the one you put up, Is Blogging Dead, right? What should people be willing to pay a freelancer to put out good sort of SEO optimized content like this per post?
So are we talking about just content writing? So just the text?
Yes.
Okay. So a good rate would be about $300.
$300 to write this piece of content?
$250 to $300, yeah.
Okay. And you have a portion at the bottom like this Is Blogging Dead article, which I believe is taking advantage of Google's new question schema, where it basically says, frequently asked questions. Is blogging outdated? Does anyone still read blogs? Are blogs still successful? Is that optimized for the new schemas? And if so, how do you stay up to date with new schemas Google puts out and take advantage of them?
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good question. It's we've seen the schema actually does improve the rankings quite a bit. It's because when you go into Google, you have the people also search for a little box, and from there you can actually get some of the questions. And actually that does, it's all about search intent. So Google tries to figure out from a technical standpoint what people are looking for and what's related to that keyword. So if you show Google that you're connecting the dots between the things, and if you actually put links back to other pages from those questions as well, that's going to work amazing for your rankings, and that's working amazing for that page specifically. But all of our blog posts rank in the top 4 posts. It's just that the blogging one is the one with the most traffic, so that's why it gets us so much traffic.
Why did it do so well?
The blogging one?
Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, by the way, it's ranking for a keyword that has about 140 total organic searches per month. So it's not a massive keyword, but you're still doing really well on it. You're ranked number 1 and it brings you meaningful traffic.
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, it's mostly consumers. So that's why it's because it's more of a question that consumers would ask because we were in that phase where we were growing. But now we're more and more about content strategy. So we're catering the content strategy more and more to B2B. Obviously, that was something that initially was a bit hard, mostly because of the positioning. It wasn't because of the content marketing. So the content marketing, the expertise, we were able to actually get the results from the rankings and things like that, but the positioning is the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, how do you go out and win a keyword like how to hire a content marketer, right? Growth and Convert dominates that right now. Neil Patel's up there, a digital marketer. Ryan Dice ranks really high for that. And then there's Upwork and these folks. So how do you go beat these guys on big keywords like that?
Right. That's a really good question. That was my struggle at the beginning. At the beginning, I was like, how am I going to beat Neil Patel? He has so much content like going on HubSpot and things like that. So one of the ways that I was trying to do it is just, use what they teach most of the times, which is use long tail keywords and, get some of the smaller pieces of content going. So that's one way to start. But really, I think that one of the most important things when you're first starting out isn't necessarily going with the blogging efforts, but rather making sure that you close those partnerships where you're going to be able to understand what your ideal customers really care about. Because as you start things out, sure, you can write blog posts, but they're not going to bring you clients. They're not going to bring you revenue. So what's really important at the beginning is making sure that you have those initial, the first validators, and then that they pay you, and then they realize what the power is behind it, and then you can start doing the positioning. And that's how the process works.
Very good. All right, Arrigo, let's wrap up here with your famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite business book. Okay, so that's a really good question. That's Deep Work. Yeah.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
A CEO that I'm following or studying, Brian Halligan is really interesting to me.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Favorite online tool, Ahrefs.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep are you getting every night?
6.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Single.
Okay, and how old are you?
24.
24. Last question. What do you wish you knew when you were 20?
Sorry?
What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
I guess that online business isn't a thing for the elites, isn't a thing for... I thought it was that way, but it's actually something that works really well for niche communities, for small businesses as well. So that's something that I didn't know and that I really started learning in the last few years.
Guys, KoalaRank.com, they help you scale your content marketing through a process that they've done over and over, starting with freelance work many years ago on Fiverr. Now today, the company has 5 customers paying $900 per month, so about $5,000 a month in revenue as Arrigo looks to scale to the company. Arrigo, thanks for taking us to the top.
Yeah, thanks to you.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it, and the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.